Now, this is Michael. Now, I'm super proud to introduce Michael.
Mm-hmm.
To most people, no big deal, right?
Right.
No big deal. No big deal. I'm in business 29 years. 29 years. I've never, ever been moved in such a short amount of time by this young man in front of me. It blew me away. I said, man, this guy is beyond powerful. You know what it means?
Mm-hmm.
Beyond. This is like life-changing. Life-changing not only for me, but for you, for him, for everyone. This voice has to be heard.
I appreciate
You appreciate it. I don't know whether you can do it again. I don't know whether you can do it again. I don't know if it's even possible. But in 2 minutes of talking, half the class was crying. That's intense. Half the class, I was broken up for at least 2 hours afterwards. In 2 minutes. I said, man, what the heck is that about? This man has to share his words over and over and over because it came from the heart.
Well, certainly.
Yeah, Michael, you're on.
Yes, and so
You're
basically,
speaking for next month, by the way.
definitely, I'll be here next month, May 18th. So please come by. But for me, the journey just began with, like I said, sitting in a hospital room with my sister. She was diagnosed with a desmoid tumor, stage 4 in cancer. She was placed on hospice. At that time, I was living in Alabama, and I just went out there to do some type of searching for myself because I felt like I couldn't find whatever I was looking for at home. I felt like the people around me weren't looking for whatever it was. That'd be the truth. That'd be some type of something we were missing. There was a common, like I said, disconnect between all of us, that we loved one another, but we weren't sharing truly. We weren't truly caring as much as we said we cared. We had time at the table, and yet we would leave things, conversation, we would just let go by, and days would go by, and time would go by. And I watched as her health dissipated, the genuine care and love that we all share for one another. I watched how that varied by somebody feeling this way or somebody doing this thing or somebody not being there enough for her. So I left. And then in that short time of me being in Alabama, my mother gave me a call telling me my sister was in hospice. She didn't know how long she had. Within the week I came back, she ended up passing. And me sitting in that hospital room with her and just seeing, like I said, the quality of life that she had to go through and watch it diminish and where she had came from before she was diagnosed with everything, it truly made a profound impact on my life. I remember the nurse that she was with had brought in a meal for her that was microwaved. It was meatloaf. And I just asked, I was wondering why. I was doing independent research on my own of why she was sick, why she was getting the type of treatment she was receiving, which was chemotherapy and all the other medications that she was put on, and why these things weren't curing her, and why each and every year she had to keep coming back to the same hospital. She had to keep sitting in the same bed, and she had to keep getting sicker and sicker. It even got to a point where we both shaved our hair off, and then she had to lose her hair. I decided to lose my hair as well. And as I said, for the nurse to tell me that she herself was a vegetarian trying to practice becoming vegan, and she was feeding my sister microwave food, microwave food from the hospital. Wow. There was a gap in within the information that you are able to obtain as yourself, and that which you have to practically teach and give to people as somebody who is supposed to be a healer that works inside of a hospital. And it genuinely broke my heart. It put me in a state of anger. And one thing that I did truly realize is that I cannot be mad at anybody for these things in life that we forego. They're not necessarily, our choosing and our doing. We are given by somebody else or something else that is beyond us, everything that we know today to be as it is. And it's upon ourselves because it truly takes us, each and every one of us as individuals and together, to understand that we're not only just reflections of one another, we are exactly what this experience is about. This truly is about us. This is about me. This is about you. This is about getting to where we are supposed to be. I never one day doubted in my mind that we weren't made perfectly. We may all look different. You may have a different shade color than I do, but I feel like in every single being is the capability and is that truth, is that light as a human in order to, like I said, shine through and be where we are supposed to be at. And I don't feel like we should ever be in a state of illness or sickness. I don't feel like anybody should ever have to suffer during this time here on this earth. And for me, I seen the separation, like I said, from what they were teaching and sharing in the hospital. And from there, I just started thinking, researching independently. I started reading a lot more. I started to divulge and submerge myself within, just knowledge and information. It took prayer, it took meditation. It took her passing and which is why I wear this ring around my neck. It took her leaving, not to say that she chose to sacrifice herself, but in her, you know, demise, or, you know, her passing from this life onto the next. Because I don't think it was a bad passing. I genuinely think she left an abundance of love here for me, a calming type of thing when, you know, somebody you love and you truly love passes, and you know they're not just going, and they're not, you know, going somewhere unknown. You feel a comfort that they have made it through where they needed to get to. But she left me something very powerful that I felt like I had to start sharing and I had to start showing with people. And it propelled me to, like I said, start this journey, mainly a raw vegan diet. So that is where I'm at so far. That's what I'm powering through now. Today you can see we're here at Arnold's Way. But it took a lot for me. It took me, like I said, I also used to work at Applebee's. Serving food to people who I genuinely care about, would come in as regulars that came in every single day, would ask for me. And I wasn't able to give people the type of quality that I was searching for in my life, because I knew that this food that we were sharing amongst each other, even though it didn't seem harmful at the naked eye, was truly going inside of us and stealing away the very fabrics that bind us together and make us who we are as a being. And then we were stealing this away not just from ourselves, but from animals who also have a heart, who are beings as well, who do live and who do share the same exact land that we walk on, the water we drink, the air that we breathe. And we truly have to come in totality and think that, does it make us, does it truly sustain us just because we say we do something, because it is what is the norm or tradition? And, you know, to step outside of that comfort zone for myself, to see her go through what she went through, to see a lot of people go through what they go through, it just kept reminding me, and it kept beating within inside of my head and telling me that we have something that we need to do and something that we need to be searching for, because clearly you can see that it's not going to be given to us. It's not going to just be shared with us like the food that we've been given since we were children. It's been a disconnect, truly, and like I said, we are all connected, regardless if you believe that or not. No matter the shade of my skin is different than the shade of your skin, no matter what the content of my character is different than the contents of your character, we are as one. We were all shared within one image. And, you know, if you believe in that soul and that spiritual energy, that is that image that we were created in. This soul will carry you and sustain you throughout many and many a times. You have no beginning and you have no end. And for me, it was something, like I said, we are able to come here into this earth and learn. And if we don't take the time to search these things for ourselves and find this information for ourselves, we would truly waste the time that we were able to have here, able to share, and we won't grow within the light that we were supposed to grow and we were meant to be in all this time. So it was very profound, and I just wanted to be able to share this journey with everybody. I wanted to be able to, as I learned more, be able to give back more. And as I said, as a reflection of myself, I had to be the example. I can't just preach this to somebody and not be taking this walk myself. So by any means, if you're having any difficulties taking this walk, please know that there are people out here who are searching and are hungry for just that same type of information, that knowledge, that understanding, that calming feeling, that peacefulness within inside your center and inside of your inner being. There are people out here taking that walk and taking that pledge and also taking that journey with you. And you are not alone, and you will never be alone. I promise you that.
Okay, Michael will be speaking May 18th.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to have him around.
Yes, sir.
Michael, I have one spot left for free food for a month for you.
Okay.
The other thing you do is stop here. You get one meal, one green smoothie, free.
Thank you.
Till, what's today's date?
Thankful.
May
21st. April 21st.
One time of your potluck, you have a free meal every single day.
Cool.
I genuinely thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Because I believe it, his words have to be shared. I think he's a very powerful speaker, speaks from the heart, and he touched very deeply in my soul. Okay, live, bye.